We're on the phone today with Wendy Dio, wife and longtime manager of the late great Ronnie James Dio. And there's a new Dio box set, the Holy Diver Super Deluxe Edition box set, out now. Wendy, how's it going today?
I'm doing really well. I hope you are.
Yeah, it's great speaking with you. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Well, there's a lot of stuff happening in your world, and I know Dio's Holy Diver Super Deluxe Edition box set is out here. Can you tell the listeners a bit about the new box set? What can we expect?
Well, I'm very excited about it. We have the original Holy Diver album, and then we have the new remixed and remastered album that of Holy Diver that Joe Barishi did. It's brought a little bit more modern. It's really in your face, and there are no fade outs. So you kind of can figure that how the band was making it when we have some outtakes that he included in there. And then we found a live show from 1983 Holy Diver tour from Fresno that's included in the box set, and some singles that we found, B-sides off of singles. They're included, and some new artwork, and I'm very happy with the package. It's Rhino's doing an incredible job with it.
Yeah, definitely. It's a great set, and great for the fans to be able to hear some of this stuff. Is there a lot of unreleased material like this, maybe still waiting to be released down the line?
Yes, I was surprised, actually. We went into the vault. I haven't been in there in a while. We went to the vault where all the tapes are kept, because Joe used the original analog tapes, and there's a lot of stuff in there. I'm actually having Win Davis, who was Ronnie's longtime engineer and friend, and he is going through and making everything a full, so I know exactly what's in there, and bringing stuff like the baking it and making sure it's not getting destroyed, and he's been going through that for a few weeks now, so we should be organized and find out exactly what we have. We have a lot of jewels there that I didn't realize we have.
Yeah, that is great news. And of course, Holy Diver is such an important album for a lot of people. And Wendy, I wanted to ask you about that period and making that album. I know after leaving Black Sabbath, that really seemed kind of like a make or break time in Ronnie's career.
Yes, it was. It was a very exciting time, but it was also a scary time because you didn't know what was going to happen.
Well, it seems like today the mainstream is more into Dio now than ever. I know a lot of people saw that big Dio patch in the new Stranger Things season, and of course the new box set is out now. So that's great that he's still out there and his legacy is living on.
Well, I love that. The fact that the young kids are now listening to the music, because I think the music will go on forever, I hope. And it's wonderful to see the young kids playing the music. A lot of you young tribute bands playing the music. I actually saw the other day about 30 girls singing from Argentina, singing We Rock. It was amazing. It was so good. I'm going to put it on my site. It was great. So, I love to see all these new bands playing the music, and Ronnie's keeping his music and his memory alive.
Definitely. And I saw also maybe a documentary coming out soon on Dio. Is that true?
That is true. That will come out at the end of summer. It'll be in the theaters at the end of summer.
Excellent. Yeah, that's so many great things for the fans to look forward to. And I know Ronnie would have turned 80 this year. Where do you think he would have been musically if he was still here? Do you think he would still be out there doing it, making music?
Absolutely. Ronnie would never retire. He loved what he did. He loved his fans. He probably would have been producing young bands right now. I think that's what he would have been doing, but he would never have given up or anything and just sat at home because he couldn't do that. He was a workaholic, and he loved what he did, and he loved his fans.
And it was always incredible, the kind of music he sang, the kind of voice he had, and as long as he was doing it, still right up until he wasn't playing anymore, it's still a very powerful sound, and that voice never left him. So it's amazing that he was able to pull that off for so long.
Absolutely. It was like a fine wine. He just got stronger with age. And even when he was suffering with stomach cancer, which we didn't know, but we knew he was sick. We didn't know what was wrong with him. He was still completed that tour with Black Sabbath, or Heaven and Hell, they were called then. And, I think if he had lost his voice, that would have been, he couldn't have handled that. And, but he didn't. He lived for 6 months after he was diagnosed, and we never thought he was going to. We always thought he was going to. We used to call it killing the dragon. We always thought he would make it and overcome this terrible disease, but unfortunately he didn't.
Well, as we mentioned, his legacy still lives on, and again, the Holy Diver Super Deluxe Edition box set is out now. And Wendy, I wanted to ask you, I'm such a huge fan of the Hearing Aid album. I wanted to ask you about your memories of making that, because I know that was a huge undertaking that basically you and Ronnie kind of spearheaded that on your own.
Yeah, that was a fun thing, and so many people involved in that. It was a great time. Nobody had an ego. Everybody just did it gave their time and talent, and that was amazing. But I'm hoping that we can bring that out again. Obviously, it's a lot of work, so it'll be a while. But I would like to reissue that with some new bands as well. To do another one, and bring it out with the money going to the Cancer Fund. That's in the works down the line.
Excellent. Yeah, I know there's got to be a lot of unused audio and even footage. I know the laser disc was out there for a while, but you had, as you mentioned, basically everybody at the time was on that. So I imagine you could probably fill up another box set with just that project.
Oh, absolutely. I have so much of that stuff. We have video that was never seen. I got a whole rack in the vault of just hearing aids. It's a lot of stuff. Photos galore and tapes and stuff. So yeah, it's very time consuming to do those things. And right now I've been doing so many other things, but we will do it down the line. We will do it for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great that you're out there and making all this stuff happen. I know as his manager for so many years, you've kind of been in charge of all of this stuff, and now it's still living on, and that's got to be a lot of work for you, as you mentioned, but it's great that you're able to take all this on.
Oh, I love it. And, when Ronnie passed away, my lot in life was to keep his music and his memory alive, and that's what I tried to do. I think the fans are still there, and while the fans are still there wanting the stuff, we're going to give it to them.
And again, the Holy Diver box set is out, and you mentioned the documentary coming up. Is there anything else maybe we should be looking out for?
Well, the new Saw movie has Rainbow in the Dark in the credits. They play that in the credits. We're going to do bowling again, thank goodness, after 2.5 years of not being able to do any events for the Stand Up and Shout Cancer Fund. So we will be doing the bowling at Pins in Los Angeles on the 17th of November. Geezer Butler's already signed up for it. He's getting his bowling ball ready, and everybody's, coming. We have such a fun evening. We're raising money for cancer, but it's a fun celebrity evening, and they're all of them very, very determined to win one of those awards that we give out.
And it's funny to think of all these metal gods out there on the lanes bowling, but it's great that event's still going on.
Oh, they take it very seriously. Tom Morello has his own ball.
Wonderful. Wendy, it's been an honor speaking with you. Thank you so much, and thank you for all the work you're doing. This is really great for all the fans out there, and I hope we can speak again sometime.
Thank you so much. Your continued support. Couldn't do it without you. Thank you.
And again, that was Wendy Dio, wife and longtime manager of the late, great Ronnie James Dio. And the new Dio Holy Diver Super Deluxe Edition box set is out now.